I have to come clean about something today. I haven't been honest with you guys. I think it's time that I step up about this. I'm a frog. I know. What? Fraud. Fraud. I'm a fraud. My setup is not as cool as it looks right now because I don't have my cables managed. Check it out. Okay, a few of you gremlins don't seem to understand the idea of things take time. Yes, cables are hanging down right now, and you're just gonna have to get over it for the time being. Because here's the kicker, Pumpkin. Not every setup is perfect and is done right away. In fact, most of these setup tours that you see online, after they make that video, the setup just turns up being a nightmare. So grow up. Anyways, this is still something that I need to do. I do obviously want to set up some form of cable management so that way those things don't get in the way. Before I committed to it, I just wanted to make sure that I was going to actually like how the setup was put together. And we have the double thumbs up approval from Big E. I love this room. I love how everything is currently flowing in this. And I really did miss having this just like all-in-one workspace. So the goal for the next month is just kind of like fine-tune everything. I want to get some new stuff, obviously manage the cables, like I said. I am thinking about maybe doing some kind of ceiling rack system for the lighting. I don't know, but I want to have some fun in here, so make sure you guys are subscribing and turning on the notifications for the channel to be updated with that. On top of that, if you're new to the channel, half the stuff that's sitting in here right now was out in our loft as my kind of like dedicated studio space for the last like 10 months. And that is a disaster out there. I mean, I still have tools from putting everything together, just laying around. We have the old tabletop from the previous setup. I got like posters and things laying on a bed. All this stuff in here that just needs to be organized and have a place to call its own. But the process of getting the setup going, I've neglected this space. So this is also another goal to tackle. We just want to get some more decor in here, make it more of a relaxing space. And if you guys didn't know, this is kind of like the extended editing MacBook area for when I don't want to just be in the office and want to come out here and just work by a nice little lovely window. Seriously, this window is so relaxing. It's one of the reasons why I've had this set up out here for the last 10 months. Just looking over, seeing the woods. Sometimes there's deer that come and pay me a visit while I work on the stupid videos that you guys watch. So this is the Zen zone and we need to take care of it. I will say, however, though, it has been kind of hard to stay focused with this type of stuff, considering the fact that the second channel is doing so well and we've been putting a lot of focus over there. But if there's one thing that I've obviously learned as a creator throughout these years, you have to have some balance to some things. I'm a firm believer of like really going all in on something, but also on top of that too, burnout is very real. So just finding that good middle ground to grind and hustle something, but also managing it to avoid that something becoming annoying or a thing you don't look forward to. But for today, I think we're gonna tackle the creative setup. I'm gonna clean that up a little bit. I wanna make sure it's balanced, looking good. Okay, so that way little kids on the internet stop making fun of me. But first, we gotta edit some gameplay for the second channel. By the way, technically, is it a second channel if it's doing better than the first channel? Like at what point does this channel become secondary to the gaming channel? I guess first one to a YouTube play button wins, so make sure you guys are subscribing to this channel.
Tell me I'll be what I eat. Can I do that? Got my needs. Roast the girl and kill the sound. Someone always let us down. I can tell that you're a dancer. Throwing your hands in the air.
Last night, Megan and I had to sleep right here downstairs because we have a problem with ants right now. And no, we're not disgusting people. This house was just built 2 years ago. I like to think that we take care of things, but we are new to living down south, and apparently ants down south don't fuck around. They're on a whole nother level down here. They bite. I don't know if I've ever had an ant bite me in Ohio. Okay, to be honest, they probably did, but not to the severity of what I've been getting bit compared to down here. Real quick, before I get into some cable management, we are getting lunch in for the day, which is gonna consist of a couple grass-fed burgers, some free-range eggs, a nice big old bowl of fruit, and of course, a liquid death. No, this is not an ad, but it should be. A handful of people did notice that I've been losing weight and have asked how I've been doing so. It's actually pretty simple, nothing crazy, not like doing keto. I've just simply lowered my carbs, so I eat like rice and sweet potatoes and stuff like that. Basically, I've been just trying to cut out like processed carbs, processed breads, sweet stuff, sugars, switching to a lot of like free range and grass fed. And on top of that, Megan and I have been working out more. So just that mixture of working out, being more active, and getting a more like whole food diet, good proteins, good fats, good carbohydrates. It's a looking great. I mean, come on, who are you kidding? Grass-fed burgers with dippy eggs on top, some sprouts, and a big old delicious cup of fruit. See, look at that deer. All the time, just hanging out. Get a little Bambi over there, just a little guy or gal, we don't judge. We got a mama over here, just big chilling, just grazing in the backyard. Peace at last. Okay, and that is going to be the extent of my cable management on the creative desk. Honestly, anything more than this right here is just stupid. And you come in here, you look at this, are you gonna tell me that this doesn't look sick because you could see a couple cables on the desk, but yet it's still clean down underneath? I only say this in reference to the online degenerates that are gonna try to tell me I did a bad job at managing my cables and what they would have done differently. Then do it yourself, asshole. Welcome home, darling. Welcome home, dear. I cleaned up the cables today. How's it look?
Yeah, that's good.
Does it feel like the room has more space now?
Well, it's about the same to me.
Okay, you're ruining the response. Now,
Okay, yes, it looks so different. There's so much more room in here. What did you do?
get the fuck out.
Stop it, I'm trying to-
Okay, what are we doing for supper, dude?
I'm making your steak.
Steak, sweet potato, or rice?
I'll probably make rice because I have that salmon left.
Now I'll do steak and rice. Sounds good, pound
What
it.
vegetable do you want?
Oh, you're serious. Asparagus.
You're gonna have the rest of the asparagus?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
Go!